In this presentation, we're going to look at business management and the roles that they play in today's organizations globally and internationally, and what is expected of managers. The main responsibility of today's managers is how to get things done through others. There's many different roles that managers play to coordinate this and getting things done through the workforce of the organization to reach the organization's goal of profitability and longevity. The four major roles of management is you have to be a planner, you have to be able to organize and lead people mostly by example. There will be tendency more to follow you better. And then of course you have to be the controller after all this is orchestrated. These next few slides will show that there's different levels of management, and there's the top managers, your middle managers, first line managers, team leaders. These are what make up management in an organization. Starting with top managers, you have your chief executive officer as your CEO, and it runs down through your chief operating, your chief financial, and chief information officer, and of course vice president. And all these is very crucial in making things work, because one man cannot do it all. The next level of managers is your middle managers that fall underneath your top level. Now your general manager, your plant managers, regional and divisional managers. And below them is your first line of managers, your office manager, shift supervisor, and department manager. They are more inclined to be responsible of the workforce themselves. Underneath them you have your team leaders, your team contact, and group facilitator. These are responsible for getting things done as far as online in your organization. There are sub-roles of the manager, which you have to be a figurehead, a leader. Your informational role, you got to be able to coordinate through different forms of information. And of course you got the decision role, which you're going to have to make a decision as a manager, sometimes on the spur of the moment. Mistakes that some managers make is being insensitive to others, being arrogant, abrasive towards the subordinates. You have to be understanding to their thoughts. You can't be overly ambitious and just concentrating on the success of your career, and you have to be able to think strategically. Don't overmanage, don't micromanage, just do your part of management, because you have subordinates under you for certain jobs, and then you have upper management for other decisions. Just manage what you have in store for you. When filling in management position, the first 3 months is you think you're going to be the boss, all formal authority, you manage tasks and don't believe it, but yeah, people is managing, people management. But as the time goes on, you'll find out and you'll fit into your role quite well. During the transitional phase, after 6 months, you realize that your first expectation was wrong. The work is fast-paced, and the workload is very heavy, very stressful, and that you are to be a problem solver and a troubleshooter for subordinates. They're going to come to you with all their problems. After settling into your role as a manager, you figured out you no longer are a doer. You're not on the floor doing it. It's a transition, but it has to be done. You have to learn how to communicate by listening and giving positive reinforcement. You have to be a people manager and develop your skills on how to handle them by giving them reinforcement. In management practices, you have to give your subordinates security for employment. You don't hang their job over the head to get things done. Be selective in hiring whenever you're hiring, that you fit the right person to the right job. And you can create self-managed teams, which helps your job a lot easier. And then that way decisions are made, and if the final decision comes to you, then you have to make it. As managers, you have to set high wage contingents to attract and keep quality employees for your organization. You have to keep them highly trained in the fast-paced world of forever changing technology. Keep their skills sharp in development training. And you have to have a reduction in status differences, meaning that there is no one better than anyone else within the line of management or subordinates. And information sharing is very critical so that everybody is on the know of what's going on within the organization, what the goal, and how to meet and achieve it. And I hope you wish you luck on your endeavors.